Thank you. Wonderful to be here this evening performing for y'all. I had to take an online diversity survey recently for work, see what kind of people work for the company I work for. It was completely anonymous and you could fill in the blank for every question. So I just filled in my name for almost every blank. It was like height Paul, hair color Paul, eye color Paul. Then it asked for sexual preference. I switched it up slightly. I put preferred not to Paul. Did you know that it takes 31,760 genes to make up a single tomato? Way more than the 20 to 25,000 it takes to make a human, which I think is wild because we're so much better than tomatoes in so many ways. And we don't even look similar except for when we're thrown against the pavement at a high rate of speed. Me and my wife, we've been taking salsa dancing lessons at the YMCA. Salsa 101 they call it, or as I like to call it, how many old guys can accidentally grab my wife's ass in an evening? So far the going record is all of them. My wife also took a crochet class, which she's carried on marvelously. She can crochet anything. She crocheted mittens and sweaters for our kids during the winter. I even thought she crocheted me a pocket pussy. But turned out I was just fucking a drink cozy for a couple weeks. If you can't tell by my accent, I smoke and drink a lot. I'm originally from Mississippi, which is why I'm not there right now. I see some people drinking. When I drink, I like to do it all at once on Wednesday afternoon at Applebee's. And recently I was getting shit-faced with a friend on Irish car bombs. And at one point in the afternoon he looked over at me and said, "Paul, I'm going to make my own Irish car bombs." I said, "Go for it. It's an easy drink to make, I think." He said, "No, I'm going to make real Irish car bombs." I said, "That's crazy, Luis. You can't do that. You're Latino." He said, "Fuck you. I'll get the parts from O'Reilly's." Thank you. I occasionally smoke pot every day. And it's great being in a state where pot is legal, you know. One day weed will be legal in the South. And within the month, that shit will be deep fried and sold at carnivals, you know. All over the place. Food especially, THC infused communion wafers and shit like that. My mom caught me with pot for the first time when I was 15. Wasn't entirely my fault. I'd forgotten it was out because I was on LSD. And she never encountered pot before, you know. She told me I was going to become a serial killer. Yeah, I went back to visit her for Thanksgiving a few years back, asked her if she was proud I became a comedian instead of a serial killer. Told me she wasn't sure. Said if I'd become a serial killer, I'd probably have a Netflix special by then. But in all seriousness though, comedians and serial killers do have similar personality types, you know. We both spend a lot of time on our own, thinking about our craft. Yeah. Thinking about how no one gets it now. One day they'll see, they'll all see. I was raised by simple people, you know. I once told my grandfather that only 23% of Mississippi was college educated. He said, "Well, hell, son, that's almost 2/3. So